So my question is this: you can refuse to answer, ignore my question, or faithfully answer. Do you go to the People's Republic of China frequently to render submission of reports, to meet some important personalities, or just visit because you've been missing the place since the last 20 years? Yes or no?
No.
So that just proves that all these records are not that accurate, and what you've said a while ago, that you've been staying here for the last 20 years, would probably contradict the records coming from our airport officials. I think I'm done with you, Mr. Lee. I cannot tolerate anymore lies, especially at this period when we're confronted not just with lies but disinformation. You're making this committee part of the disinformation campaign. And it pains me to hear you refuse to answer a question that would have probably alleviated whatever predicament you're in a position right now. I would have wanted you to answer forthrightly and with candor because you're under oath. But having said that, I think this committee has done more than enough to tie the dots from the arrested spies of the Palawan, referring to the Palawan 5, to the El Grande spies, to the Makati spies, to the Intramuros spies, more than 19 and still growing, to the submersible drones, to this disinformation campaign, which is still ongoing and still growing. We thank the security officials here present for their time and effort in unmasking all of this. The committee is confident that we will come up with a more robust legislative measures that will confront all of this. Commonwealth Act 616 is not enough. The current cybersecurity laws would not suffice. We still need a more dynamic and proactive legislative framework, but we need the cooperation of all. Naniniwala po ako itong pag-iispiyang ito, kahit tinatanggi nila, ay totoo. Ano pa ba ho kailangan nating patunayan? Lahat po ito ay nakaka-epekto sa ating bansa, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga kabataan na madaling maniwala sa nilalaman ng ating mga gadgets, ng ating mga cellphones. Before I close, I would like to hear a closing statement, one from the Philippine National Police. 2 minutes. NICA, 2 minutes. NSC, 2 minutes. NBI, 2 minutes. DFA, 2 minutes. To tie up all of this. And I believe you all agree with me. Dapat po ang manaig dito, yung pagmamahal natin sa bayan. Hanggang ngayon, binobola pa tayo eh. Ito namang si Bank of China, hindi naman naintindihan yung batas. Siguro, no offense to your lawyer, I think you were misinformed. Inadmit na nga kanina yung cheque. And in that order, we start with the Philippine National Police. General Lopez, you're recognized. Your 2-minute closing statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I would like to inform the body, particularly to the head of this committee, that the Philippine National Police is in full support to this committee in the crafting of the new laws that will aid for our maritime laws. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, General Lopez. Next would be ADG Jonathan Malaya.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to thank the Chair for calling this series of hearings that, Mr. Chairman, I think has educated the Filipino people about the current national security threats that we are currently facing. We also thank the Chair for his commitment to push for the amendments of certain laws, Mr. Chairman, that will help strengthen the national security and improve the capacity of government agencies to detect and address emerging threats to our national security, including espionage and other activities. We thank the Chair for his time and for the opportunity to be invited to this hearing.
Who's next? Anika?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In the context of this being a hearing in aid of legislation, we would like to thank and commend the chairman for providing an opportunity for the Senate and the Congress as a whole to update our anti-espionage laws, as well as to finally enshrine into law a piece of legislation that shall counter what we call MIFI, or malign influence and foreign interference. In the context of the discussion centering around mostly one country, we would like to invite the public to understand that this is not against the Chinese people. Our efforts really are against a party that has controlled one country and whose interests are ranged against ours, especially in matters concerning the West Philippine Sea / South China Sea, and in matters where there is clearly an emerging phenomenon called malign influence and foreign interference right in our very shores. Mr. Chairman, we have previously testified that we see an emerging trend across our regions when it comes to both, not just in the political, economic, but also in other arenas of our local life. And mga halimbawa po nito, nung binuwag po yung Pogo, akala po natin tapos na yung problema natin. Pero nakikita po natin na nag-evolve po ito. Without mentioning po a particular region, for example, meron na po tayong tinatawag na guerrilla Pogo operations. Presumably, a general merchandising company operating a legitimate business in a multi-story building, yung pala meron ng isang maliit na call center sa taas. And the activities are synonymous to what we call Pogo operations, albeit in a much reduced form. Another thing that we should watch out for, hindi lamang po ang ating mga ahensya ang una pong sasalo or ang una po nating gwardya sa ating pambansang seguridad. Nandyan din po yung ating mga local government units. We have also seen the trend, for example, Mr. Chairman, of late registration of birth certificates. Certain ethnicities avail of this facility in our LGUs, and we understand that this is the best way to enter or to fall through the cracks in our system. Bakit po? Pag nakapag-late register po tayo, nakakuha po tayo ng birth certificate as a Filipino citizen, that is now the passport or the ticket to many other Filipino documents. And this allows these individuals, presumably from a certain ethnicity, to merge into our society. And ang okay lamang po sana kung this is to pursue a better life in our country. But we have seen once again the proliferation of activities we call under the rubric of MIFI or MIFI. Dapat po, and we thank the committee and the chairman for bringing these issues to light sa ating publiko. Kasi mangyari po dapat na tayo po ay vigilant pagdating po sa mga bagay na ito. Meron po tayong tinatawag na if you see something, say something. Ito na po ang panahon na dapat po tayo maging mapagmatsyag at tayo po ay magsabi po sa ating mga opisyales, hindi lamang po sa local government units, but even report this to our government agencies. Marami po tayong dapat manmanan at para po ito lahat sa ating kinabukasan, Mr. Chairman. Maraming salamat po.
Ask the NBI now.
Mr. Chair, I would like to present first a little knowledge of the National Intelligence Law of the People's Republic of China.
I missed that. Sorry, I missed that. I missed the National Intelligence Law of China of 2017.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please proceed.
Article 7 is very important. All organizations and citizens shall support, assist, and cooperate with national intelligence efforts in accordance with law and shall protect national intelligence work secrets they are aware of. The Chinese government has this kind of nationalistic views about intelligence. I would like to urge the public to do the same.
Yun, ang ibig sabihin, pag ikaw ay galing ng China at napunta ka ng Pilipinas, gaano ka katagal dito, pwede kang itap. Pwede kang magamit at hindi ka pwedeng hindi sumunod sa People's Republic of China. Kahit yung nahuli na negosyante sa Dumaguete, may asawa na sa Dumaguete, kahit matagal na siya doon, naka-embed na siya sa lipunan sa Dumaguete, Pero pag siya ay